And we are back live at CollectCo for part 2 of tonight's live Facebook record sale. It is Wednesday night at 11:14. We're going to do a 1-hour mad rush of half-off vintage vinyl. When you're back on, let me know. I'm not looking at comments, so if you're commenting anything, I cannot see it right now. But I am going to go back here to the back and grab some vintage half-off records. Let me move this art. By the way, if you're just hopping on, you may not be able to hear me because I'm in the back. Let me skip over those. Oh, me. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I'm trying to carry a very heavy crate up front and negotiate it through a tight alleyway. So probably y'all hadn't been able to hear me. I've been in the back loading up this crate of records. Man, we can. Okay. Sorry if y'all heard me grunting, and there's a huge mail cart I had to move. Thought you were getting bugged for a copy of Balance. No balances here. That's at James Bragg's house. Nightly workout. No, I need to hit the gym as soon as this sale's over, actually. I plan on being at the gym from 1 to 3 tonight because I skipped last night. Finish up Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Lift weights. Come back and price records until 8 o'clock in the morning. That's my daily routine. Sell records, price records, buy records, work out, eat, sleep, repeat. Not a bad job. Gotta say, I quite honestly enjoy what I do. I'm never working. I work a lot, but at the same time, I never work. I've got half-off records. I've got my chat pulled up, so if anybody has any questions, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and start half-off records, then we might do a new vinyl recap. If not, we'll just save it for another day, or I'll post it in the group. I also had new vinyl to do on sale, and I hadn't got to that either. So we still got 3 more sales this week. I got a lot to get to. I also have those 45s. Now, what did I do with those? I got 45s to go through as well. I think a lot of it's country, so I'm going to try to flip through them before I grab a handful. If they're mostly country, I'm not going to go through them. Nothing wrong with country, but I'm just saying the last time I had a bunch of country 45s, we didn't really sell them until I did a bundle deal. So, but there is some stuff. Some people's been asking for Kenny Chesney and Shania Twain. You know, I told you can only get them on 45s, and I have some of those. Hard to get 90s country artists. So, okay. James Bragg, Fox Theater. Yes, I got to pull one for Daymars. I'll pull one for you as well. Tanner, James Bragg, Pearl Jam, Fox Theater. Okay, so half-off records. Let's go ahead and get started. Wasp albums. I don't have any originals. If you're looking for new ones, I may have 1 or 2 around here, but you're not going to see any Wasp in this bin. This is a lot of 60s, 70s, 80s stuff that's been here for a while. We're discounting it to get it moved. These are like budget bargain records. That's not the right crate. That's the new arrivals from tonight. That was almost messed up. That was Gil Scott Heron. That's not the right crate. Here's the right crate. Does the jukebox come with a country 45s? I have 2 jukeboxes. Neither one of them work. Jukeboxes are very sensitive. I've even known some people, Seth, who's bought very expensive jukeboxes, and they're very prone to break down. So if anybody ever wants a jukebox, I say buy it just for the cosmetics. Don't buy a working one. Buy one that doesn't work just to look at it, because I don't think people play them a lot. I think it's more to look at anyway, so that's my advice if you're buying a jukebox. If they're working, they're obviously worth a lot more. They're really cool. They're fun. But my advice is to buy one just for the looks of it, and you don't even have to buy a working one. So, okay. Half off records. Whales and leeches, red fang. Whales and leeches, red fang. That is $12.50. $12.50. Lunsford and his orchestra, 1940. That is $10. Dale Cooper, first to red fang. Tanner, this starts all half off records. Jukeboxes, though, also what happens, though, is if I had them repaired or restored here and they're working, when you move those things, they can get non-working when you transport them. So that's the problem with jukeboxes. It's like, man, it's like pinball machines. They're working, and by the time you move them, they're not working. They're very sensitive. Lots of electro connections from the 50s and 60s that can go bad. Coleman Hawkins and his orchestra, $10. So we had Lunsford, and we have Coleman Hawkins. Ravi Shankar, Transgeneration Macabre. Is that what that says? Ravi Shankar. That is $10 for Ravi Shankar. A New Day Dawns, Dorothy Love Coates, $10. Clifton, let me check the label on this one. Price is $10. Clifton Chiner in New Orleans, $10. I also just sold my most expensive thing ever on eBay. I sold a magic card on there today for $9,000. It is shipped, it's packed, and being shipped out in the morning. Brent Rabley, Clifton. Well, actually, not the most expensive thing. Most expensive card I've ever sold on eBay. A magic card for sure. Hugh Muscella and the Union of South Africa. I filmed a couple videos about it last night so I could post it. Hugh Muscella and the Union of South Africa. That is half off at $12.50. Yes, it was a Black Lotus Unlimited. The Kilos, that is $12.50. That is new and sealed. Tommy Flowers, you were second on Clifton. Swingin' Utters, a fistful of hollow. This is $7.50. Amica DVA, $10. Got some unusual stuff in here. Percane, things you should leave alone, $5. Angela Chesney on Swingin', this right here, right? Angela Chesney on Swingin' Utter, SW, probably. Let me know if that's right. Craig was second. Michael Nath first on Enigma. Michael Nath was sold on that. Stephen Chesney, yes. So Angela got that one. Michael got the second one. Pure X, Crawling Up the Stairs. $2.50, and it's new. That's worth buying just to figure out what it is. $2.50. Pure X, Crawling Up the Stairs. Arc, A Certain Ratio Force. A Certain Ratio Force. Yellow vinyl, $12.50. Herbie Mann, Muscle Shows Nitty Gritty, $7.50. Sold what for $9,000? A Magic the Gathering card. Black Lotus Unlimited, white border. CGC graded 2.5. I've had it for about a year. I was asking 15, then 12, then 11, and then somebody finally made an offer for 9, and I sold it. Very rare, the rarest of rare. That card in high grade can sell for $50, $60, $70, $80,000 in the right condition. Mine was a 2.5. In high grade, they can be $50,000 plus. I don't know what this is. Saffron Kriya, Mario Massa, Cause and Effect. That is $15. It is a little chilly. or chitty, whatever I just said. I've got chili on my mind, maybe, which it is. It's cold. I also could use some Waffle House chili on top of not the hash browns. I don't know why people put their chili on their hash browns. That's the terrible. Mongo's Way, Mongo Santa Maria, $10. Round 2, the Stylistics. That's in shrink wrap of hype sticker, $7.50. Gary Burton and Keith Jarrett, $12.50. The Starlighters, Stop Kiddin', $7.50. Stephanie Mills, Home, $5. Words Paint Pictures, $12.50. The Promise Ring, 30 Degrees Everywhere, $12.50. Protege, A Matter of Time, $12.50. Sean says Stratificon. No, this is something completely different. This is Saffron Crea. That's what that was. It was graded by CGC. Tommy Flowers wants STYL. STYL was Stylistics. That's sold to Tommy Flowers. Sean Fairweather wants PR, which I think is this right here. Proto G, maybe. Sean, I've got you pulled for that one. DJ Spooky presents Phantom Dance Hall, 2008 Record Store Day, $12.50. Music for Lubbock 1980, Library Catalog Music Series, $5. He wants Promise Ring. No, I think I pulled on the wrong one. He wants this one, Promise Ring, Sean Fairweather, not the one I just pulled. So Sean gets Promise Ring, got it correct. Craig Thomas on Spooky DJ. That's sold to Craig Thomas. This album here is still available. Boontar wants ACR. Well, before that, Jedit wanted Stephanie Mills. Jedit got Stephanie Mills. Sean got Promise Ring. Craig got Spooky. Boontar on ACR, which is ACR, A Certain Radio. Is that still in here? Let's see here. Words Paint Pictures, Starlighters, A Certain Radio. Not that one. No. Negative. Is that still in here? If it is, it's already sold. Dead Swans, Sleep Walkers. Dead Swans, Sleep Walkers, $12.50. Ratio. I feel like I read that in here earlier. Ratio. It's yellow. Hold on a second. First, Sean wants Dead Swans. It's yellow at the beginning. Okay. I believe you. Let's have to find it. We have Lunsford, Coleman, Ravi, New Day, Hugh Muscella. You sure that's not already sold? Purex, Herbie Mann. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's all we have so far. Ratio? Yeah. What's that called? Yeah. It's already sold. Yeah. Boontar, it's already sold. Somebody... Yeah, oh, Boontar's already got it. I'm looking for a record you've already got. I've already pulled it for you. My bad. Yeah, these that I'm not familiar with, it kind of has to, my brain really has to be working. Sell Matthew Christ, Ravi Shankar for $7. Okay, where did we get to? Sorry for that goof up. John Paul Keith and the 1 for 5, Spills and Thrills. That is $5. Doug Kershaw, Spanish Moss, Sealed, Original, $7.50. Clay Moore wants the Starlighters. That's sold to Clay Moore. Little Anthony, Sealed, $7.50. EMA, or EMA, $10. New Sensei, Sundowning, $10. Bruce Hornsby, $12.50. Jeff McIntosh, no, Matthew Christ wants the $2.50 record. This one here, Pure X, Crawling Up the Stairs. Natalie, which is Natalie Cole. Sealed Club, $7.50. Smokey Robinson, Smoke Signals, $10. Dean Martin in the Silencer soundtrack, $5. Brian Hummel on the Bruce Hornsby, which is right here. John Porter on Smokey Robinson. Robert Antonelli on the Natalie Cole. Susie, you were second on Smokey Robinson. Joyride soundtrack, $10. Music by ELO and Barry Mann. Rage Random Funk, Schnitt Oct. Red vinyl, $7.50. The Roaches, $5. Little River Band in Shrink, $5. Their self-titled first album. Eyes of Laura Mars, $10. History of Country Music, Volume 8, $5. Burl Ives, Marty Robbins, Jim Reeves, Roger Miller, Webb Pierce, Slim Whitman, Kitty Wells, Farron Young, and Marty Robbins. Ramblin' Rose, Nat King Cole, $5. West Street Mob, Let's Dance, VG Plus, $5. And The Adventures of Grandmaster Flash, VG Plus, $5. John Porter first to the Little River Band. Little River Band, so to John Porter. Susie on MR, which was Not For Sure. Okay, and then Robert Antonelli first on Eyes of Laura Mars. Greg Stone got the History of Country Music. Craig Thomas on Grandmaster Flash. Greg Stone was second. Boontar third. Robert, I've already got you down for Eyes of Laura. We still have West Street Mob on Sugar Hill. VG Plus, $5. Dwayne Eddy, The Twangs, The Thing. VG Plus, $7.50. Dwayne Eddy, $1 million guitar, $1 million. $1 million worth of twang. VG Plus, $7.50. After Inflation from 1963, that's like $250,000. Dwayne Eddy, $1 million. Willie Nelson, Family Bible, EX copy, that is $6.50 for Willie Nelson. The Dales, 2-record set compilation. The Dales is $12.50. That's on Springboard. Bertha. Bertha is a 1972 white label promo. Speaking of jukeboxes, there's one right there. That's a nice looking one. $15. Justin Ethers first on Willie Nelson. Michael Nath first on the Dales. Selected Sato Watabe, $10. Ron Carter, The Milestone Collection, Standard Bearers, $7.50, gold stamp promo. Roy Eldridge, Little Jazz, $7.50. Life Stories, Earl Clue, $5. Kenny Loggins, Night Watch, VG Plus, $4. The Best of Arlo Guthrie, VG copy, $5. Harry Nilsson, Schmilson, VG copy, $5. Let's Disco, $5. Michael Nath first on Earl Clue. Scott Snee was second. Susie first on Kenny Loggins. Angela second. Anthony Miller first on Arlo Guthrie. Jetted on KL, which was, I think, something we might have already sold. Kenny Loggins, yes. Bob Welch, French Kiss, $7.50. Neil Sedaka, Let's Go Steady Again, $5. City Boy, Young Men Gone West, City Boy, $5. Leo Kottke, Greenhouse, $5 on Leo. My Name is Barbara, 2. Barbara Streisand, $5. Michael Nath, first on Bob Welch. Tommy Flowers, second. We've had over 1,000 comments today, it says. Thanks, everybody. Amos, Let Love Shine, Positivia, $5. Sweet Harmony, Maria Muldar, $5. Mickey Gilley's Greatest Hits, Volume 1, $5. George Jones, I'll Share My World With You, $5 for George and Tammy. And the Everly Brothers, Stories We Could Tell, $7.50. Nigel Rocket, first on the Harry Nelson. That's sold to Nigel Rocket. Greg Stone on Mickey. Mickey Gilly. That's sold to Greg Stone. Okay, let me run through those titles one more time. Not before I show this handful of 45s I got right over here. I think, well, I don't know what's in here, so let me just read them off. I'm going to read you the artist and the song that I see on side one. If you want to know the flip on anything, let me know. But yeah, let's see what we have. Leo Kottke for Michael Nath. Okay, we have the Judds, Cadillac Red, $9.99. Montgomery Gentry, She Couldn't Change, $9.99. Vince Gill, Turn Me Loose, $19.99. Vince Gill, Oh Carolina, $19.99. Alabama, Feels So Right, $8.99. Alabama, Fire in the Night, $9.99. Alan Jackson, Song for the Life, $9.99. Alabama, Feels So Right, $9.99. Billy Ray Cyrus, I Ain't Even Left, $9.99. Kenny Chesney, Young, and For the First Time, that is $9.99, and that is from 2002. Steve Earle and the Dukes, Continental Trailway Blues and Nothing But You, $12.99. Alan Jackson, If It Ain't One Thing, It's You. Who Says You Can't Have It All, $14.99. Reba McEntire, Let the Music Lift You Up, $6.99. Steve Warner, Everything's Gonna Be Alright, $6.99. And Shania Twain from 1995, Leaving Is the Only Way Out and No One Needs to Know, $9.99. Let's see here. We have Sherry Darnell on both Vince Gills. Let me find that. That's right here. Vince Gill, Sherry Darnell. Alabama, Fire in the Night. That third one there is sold to Kevin Blackfox. And Sherry Darnell wants to Kenny Chesney. All right, those are all sold. No, but that reminds me, I've got new 45s. Let me go grab those. I've got new 45s I priced last night. Let me grab those. And Michael, I'll have to look. That's in a box right here. Let me take a peek in it, see if I can find it right quick. On that Jimi Hendrix. Give me 1 second. If it's not in this bin, I know where it is though. If it's not in this box, Michael, it's in the other. I may have to look after the sale, but I know it's in one of these lots. So just give me a second on that. But I do have new 45 arrivals over here. So I worked on these last night. I meant to show them during part one. So if you're watching now, you may get a peek at some stuff before a lot of other people do. If not, I'll show what's left tomorrow. Okay, so these are new 45 arrivals, so new stuff here. We have Jethro Tull on white vinyl, $9.99. UK, Sweet Dreams and A Snitch in Time, $9.99 for Jethro Tull. Keith Richards, Run, Rudolph, Run, white label promo, mono stereo, $6.99. Blondie, I'm Always Touched by Your Presence, Dear, $14.99 for Blondie. Fabulous Poodles Picture Disc, $9.99. Fabulous Poodles Picture Disc. Jethro Tull, Ring Out Solstice Bells, $11.99. That's a UK. Sniff and Tears Driver Seat Picture Disc, $11.99. Hawk Lords Psy Power, $4.99. Linda Ronstadt Picture Disc. This is sealed. It's never been opened. $11.99. Captain Beefheart Picture Disc. 6-pack, 6-track, $19.99. Sarah Vaughan Misty, $4.99. Hank Ballard, Annie Had a Bad, or actually the flip, the A side is Working With Me, Annie, $4.99. Peter Tosh, You've Got to Walk and Don't Look Back, Soon Come, $9.99. Music for Those Who Think Young, this is a Pepsi promotional sampler, $9.99. And I'm going to stop for this batch with Patti Smith, Because of the Night. Patti Smith is $9.99, Because of the Night. I'll show those others in just a second. City Boy and Ron Carter for $8 for Dale Sanders. Let me find those. Kevin Kubina on Linda Ronstadt. That's the only one that's sold in that bunch. That's sold to Kevin Kubina. Okay, Ryan Anderson wants the Patty Smith. That has Jethro Tull, Keith Richards, Blondie, Fabulous Poodles, Jethro Tull, Sniff and Tears, Hawk Lords, Captain Beefheart, Sarah Vaughn, Hank Ballard, Peter Tosh, and Pepsi promotional. And let's see here. Are you still working on shipping from 3-6 Invoices? Yes. And let me find City Boy and Ron Carter for Dale Sanders for $8. There's Ron Carter, and City Boy was right in somewhere. Let's see here. Those are sold to Dale Sanders for $8. Sniff, Tosh, and Captain for $6. These are, I will discount these slightly. There is Tosh. Where's Captain Beefheart? There's that. And Sniffing the Tears. These are going to be 10 and 18, which is 28, and 8 is $36. $36 on those. And Regina, the Poodles, is sticker price. I haven't got to show these yet. They're brand new. Okay, let me read through these titles one more time. There's some obscurities back here. Stuff I really don't know what it is right in here, so I'm going to try to figure those out again. These are all half-off records. Lunsford and his orchestra, 1940. That is $10. Coleman Hawkins and his orchestra. That is $10. A New Day Dawns. Dorothy Love Coates. This is $10. Hugh Muscella and the Union of South Africa. $12.50. The Kill Saw, maybe? It's kind of hard to say. $12.50. Puricane, $5. Herbie Mann, Muscle Shoals Nitty Gritty, $7.50. Sanford Crea and Mario Massa, Cause and Effect 2LP, $15. Mungo Santa Maria was $10. And Gary Burton and Keith Jarrett, another jazz record, $12.50. Regina says she will take the Fabulous Poodles. That's sold to Regina. That sticker. And what do you do? Get to our PayPal account for purchases. We don't need your PayPal. We send you an invoice. If you buy something, you can pay with any credit or debit card. You can pay with any credit or debit card. If you buy something from us, we'll send you a link. Aaron Gardner Hugh for $10. Let me figure out what that one was. Is that something? This one here. Sell that to Aaron for $10. Scott Snee, if you want this, it's $10. Gary Burton and Keith Jarrett. Words Paint Pictures. That was $12.50. Oh, yes. Michael Nath wanted the Sarah Vaughn out of here. I didn't pull that. Michael Nath, you get the Sarah Vaughn from the 45 stack. Proto G, $12.50. Music for Lubbock, 1980. That's sealed, $5. John Paul Keith and the 145 Spills and Thrills. That's half off at $5. The sealed Doug Kershaw, that's an original Spanish Moss, $7.50. And the sealed Little Anthony and the Imperials, that is $7.50. Those are both sealed. EMA, $10. No Sensei Sundowning is $10. Dean Martin, The Silencers, $5. Joyride Soundtrack, $10. Rage Random Funk, $7.50 red vinyl. The Roaches was $5. Nat King Cole, $5. Grandmaster, no, this was West Street Mob, VG Plus, $5. Dwayne Eddy is VG Plus, $7.50. Dwayne Eddy was VG Plus, $7.50. Bertha is $15, white label promo. Selected Sato Wannabe is $10. Roy Eldridge, Little Jazz, $7.50, gold stamp promo. Let's Disco, $5. Kill House for how much? Kill House, something of that nature. Jeannie, that was right here. That is sealed, and it was $12.50. $12.50. Sell this to Brent Rabley for $5, and sell Burf Jordan, both Dwayne Eddies, for $12. Neil Sedaka was $5. Barbara Streisand was $5. The Amos Let Love Shine, whatever that is $5. Maria Muldar, $5. George Jones, Tammy Wynette, $5. And Everly Brothers, $7.50. Leslie Holt on the Let's Disco. Sell that to Leslie Holt. I got another stack of new 45s, which is sticker price. Jeannie Pinnell on 10 on this one here. Sure Thing, and Leslie Holt wants George and Tammy. Awesome stuff here. Like The Police. So Lonely. The Police is $14.99. So Lonely. Crocodile Rock and Elderberry Wine. That's Elton John. That one's about VG Plus. $4.99. Battered Wives, Uganda Stomp, $9.99. Men at Work, Overkill, $4.99. Bootsy, as in Bootsy Collins, Witcha Wave, is that what that says? Maybe. $9.99. The Damned, Don't Cry Wolf, $59.99, yellow vinyl. The Normal, $19.99. Queen, Don't Stop Me Now, promo copy, $14.99. The Cars, Good Times Roll, promo copy, $9.99. Blondie, Heart of Glass, $4.99. Bert, we've already sold Little Anthony. And Regina, we've already sold George and Tammy. Arthur Maldondo wants Men at Work. Arthur Maldondo on the Men at Work. Nigel Del Rocket, you were second. Michael Nath wants the Blondie. Kevin Black Fox wants the Crocodile Rock. Elton John. Arthur second on Blondie. Jesse Hood third. So that leaves the Cars, Queen, The Normal. This is a good one. That's one of the more pricier ones I've found so far. The Damned, Don't Cry Wolf, and One Way Love on yellow vinyl, Stiff Records. Bootsy, Battered Wives, The Police. Then we had Tull, Keith Richards, The Other Blondie, Jethro Tull, Hawks Lords, Hank Ballard, The Pepsi Promo, Peter Tosh, Captain Beefheart, and Sniffing the Tears. Those are all still available. Okay, the other ones I've got as far as 45s are ones from the, I think, this country bin. So let me go through a quick handful of those right quick. We have Dwight Yoakam, Since I Started Drinking Again, 1990. That's $9.99. That's a good record. I'll have to put that up for auction. The Black Crow, She Talks to Angels. That's not priced. I don't know where that came from, to be honest with you. It's no price. I don't know we had this. Didn't know we had this. You can tell it's a jukebox record. It's been juked. It's been juked. It's got a big ring scuff on there. Tanya Tucker, I Love You Anyway, $12.99. Leona, Sawyer Brown, $4.99. Alabama, Hanging Up My Traveling Shoes, $4.99. George Strait, That's Where My Baby Feels at Home. And I'd like to have that one back. That's $9.99. Diamond Rio, Is That Asking Too Much? John Michael Montgomery, Rope the Moon, $9.99. Brooks and Dunn, I Am That Man, $9.99. Marty Stewart, Hey Baby, $6.99. The Judds, Why Not Me, $6.99. Alabama, I Wish It Could Always Be, $55, $8.99. And Joe Diffie, Third Rock from the Sun, $9.99. Joe Diffie. Anthony needs to put back Arlo Guthrie. That was a VG copy for $5 if anybody wants it. Best of Arlo Guthrie. We have, first we have Sherry Darnell on George. That was George Strait. That sold to Sherry Darnell. Clay Moore on BD. That was BD wasn't Dwight Yoakam or Tanya Tucker or Sawyer Brown or Alabama or Diamond Rio or John Michael Brooks and Dunn. That sold to Clay Moore. Sherry Darnell was first to John Michael. Kevin Blackfox was first to Joe Diffie. Sherry Darnell first to the Judds. Vicky said 6 on Dwight. Sell that to Vicky for $6. All right, how about a Black Crowes, She Talks to Angels. This is the album version on side 1, 1990, and side 2 is the live video version. So that's called a, this has been in a jukebox. You can tell by this ring. I have not test played this. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but I know that's not something we get every day. Black Crow, She Talks to Angels. So I'm going to overall grade it a VG/VG plus, but definitely closer to VG. Assume that without me test playing it. That will be a $10 start. She Talks to Angels, Black Crowes. So yeah, probably just on the surface because it was in a jukebox where it was rubbing up against something. $10 start on the Black Crowes 45. John Porter said he'll take the Arlo. And Clay Moore on Diamond Rio. The price, Diamond Rio was $9.99. Is that asking too much? It's All in Your Head from 1996. And Police 45, is it on the Deptford City Fun label? And is Sting on it? Just asking. Okay, that was this record right here. That's Police So Lonely. Sting is on it, and it's A&M Records. Sting is on it, and it's on A&M Records. Brent Rabley's at 10 on the Black Crowes. Can you show the Damned label? I sure can. This is on stiff, white, and black. I think there are a couple versions. I think there's yellow vinyl, and then right here in the dead wax, you can kind of see like a yellow and brown. And I think they made one on yellow and brown, and the one that sold on eBay for $150 or so, it was on orange vinyl, which is not even a variant that's listed on Discogs. And this is Don't Cry Wolf, and that's $59.99. Has the original of course, has the really nice sleeve with it too. But I guess they pressed it on orange as well, and yellow and brown, and this is yellow. Now, if I can just get it back in here. All right, I'm going to go grab another crate of another half-off records right quick. Probably be the last one we do tonight. I'll do a couple more 45s. See, we got several people on buying those. The Blondie was, let's see here. The Blondie was I'm Always Touched by Your Presence, Dear, and Poet's Problem. And that was that's $14.99, and that looks like this right here. It's this blue Chrysalis label. $14.99 on that. The tracks on the Captain Beefheart are Up Upon the Oh My, Rock and Roll Devil, or Rock and Roll's Evil Doll, New Electric Ride, Sugar Bowl, Same Old Blues, and Magic Bee. Paul, I will do $52 on the Damned. $52. Final call on the Black Crowes to Brent Rabley for 10 doll hairs. Final call to Brent Rabley for $10. Okay, let me go ahead and show a handful of 45s before I step to the back. Paul Bill said sold. Tanner, this is sold to Paul Bill for $52. We have Alan Jackson, $6.99. That's all I need to know. John Anderson, the country John Anderson. This is When Your Yellow Brick Turns Blue, and it's on red vinyl. John Anderson, that's $14.99. Steve Warner. Steve Warner's $4.99. Kenny Chesney, Lonely, Needin' Lovin', and She's Got It All. Kenny Chesney's $9.99. Alabama, Feels So Right, $3.99. Colin Ray, The Time Machine, $9.99. Holly Dunn, Daddy's Hands, $6.99. Reba McEntire, New Fool at an Old Game, $6.99. Reba McEntire and Steele, $6.99. Steve Earle is $9.99. The Judds is $6.99. Faith Hill, Piece of My Heart, $9.99. Alabama, Santa Claus, $9.99. And Alabama Say I, $9.99. And what were these? Okay, gotcha. That stuff I've already been through. Sell this to Boontar Jones for $7. And we have Sherry Darnell on Kenny Chesney and Alabama. Let's pull those for Sherry Darnell. There's Kenny Chesney. Sherry, the Alabama, when about the time your comment came in, that was for Feel So Right. There are other Alabamas in there if you want them. And Sherry Darnell on Steve Warner. Sherry Darnell on Steve Warner, which was right here. So Sherry, let me know if you want any more out of those. Sherry's racking up on the country 45s. On this crate, Everly Brothers, Maria Moldar, Barbara Straussdan, Amos, Neil Sedaka, Roy Eldridge, Sato Wannabe, Bertha, West Street Mob, Nat King Cole, Roaches, Rage Random Funk, Joyride Soundtrack, Dean Martin, New Sensei, Ema, Doug Kershaw, John Paul Keith, Not For Sure, Proto G, Words Paint Pictures, Gary Burton, Keith Jarrett, Mungo Santa Maria, Herbie Mann, Pure Kane, Dorothy Lovecoats, Coleman Hawkins, and Lunsford. Feels so right. Okay, we got the right one pulled for you. I will be right back with a new crate of vinyl. Give me 30 seconds. Whole nother crate. Right, Tanner? Exactly. All righty. Who's ready for this? Do you still have Rush, Gore Ballroom? We have a waiting list for that. The John Paul record, 3 5s and 7s, whatever that one was called, was $5. $5 after the half off. Okay, half off LPs. Let's see what we have in store. Add Hector to a Gore Ballroom. I'm not for sure. Was that the 1981 or the 1974 broadcast, their first one? I think that's 1974. So add Hector to the Rush 1974 waiting list. Beach Boys, American Summer, RCA Record Club only release. Beach Boys, $12.50. Tommy Flowers takes this at half off, $5. Black Crows is sold to Brent Rabley for $10, and Brent Rabley also gets the Beach Boys at half off. These are all half off, the sticker price on the back. Cher, $10, 2 LP. Jan and Dean Anthology Album in shrink wrap, $10. Hank Williams Jr., Rowdy, $12.50. Actual speeches of FDR and JFK, $10. Friction, Dancing Now, sealed copy, $10. Leslie Holt, first on Cher. Kevin Kubina, first on Hank Williams Jr., sold and sold. Charlie Daniels Band, Me and the Boys, $12.50. And there's a 45 in between those. Ariri? Sounds like I was saying, oh, really, like they do on South Park. A Very, that's a V, Chad. $7.50. Tony, you were second to Cher. Sherry, you were second to Hank. And John Ambrosic knows what this is. He's buying it. Lynn's Farn, Dingley Dale. Lynn's Farn, $10. The Pozo Seiko Singers, featuring Don Williams. $5 on that. Grandmaster Flash, $7.50. New York, New York. Leslie Gore, California Nights, $7.50. Paul Revere and the Raiders, Good Thing. That's an odd one. Paul Revere and the Raiders, $5. Good Thing. Killers 3 soundtrack. Merle Haggard, Dick Curtis, Kay Adams, and Bonnie Owens, $12.50. The Fabulously Late Stiff Dance Club is $12.50. The Dramatics, Anytime, Anyplace, $7.50. Nigel wants Time Out. Grandmaster Flash, first to Greg Thomas. Nigel gets Gore and the Raiders. Those are both sold to Nigel Del Rocket. Jeff Beck and the Yardbirds, Shapes of Things on Springboard, $10. Quicksilver's Anthology, $15 on Quicksilver Anthology. Chic is $7.50. Jefferson Starship, Freedom at Point Zero, $10. Paul Simon, Still Crazy After All These Years, $10. That's got some great tracks on it. Straub's, Hero and Heroine, $10 on Straub's. Yep. Al Stewart, Modern Times, $10 on Al Stewart. Amy Stewart, Knock on Wood, $6.50. Country Joe McDonald, Goodbye Blues, $10. Susie Breedlove, first on JB, which was Jeff Beck. Sherry Darnell, first on Paul, which is Paul Simon. Kevin Kubina was second. Marion Siegel with Silver Jade, Fly on Strange Wings, $10. The Rhino Brothers, Greatest Flops. The Rhino Brothers is $10. The classic Alberta Hunter, the 30s, $10 on Alberta Hunter. Nerds, The Roaches, is $7.50. Bobby Whitlock, Rock Off Your Socks, $10. Steve Henry, first on the Quicksilver Anthology. That's sold to Steve Henry. Ozark Mountain Daredevils, $7.50. Quincy Jones Roots, The Saga of an American Family, $10. Soundtrack from Echo Park, $10. Cyndi Lauper, What's Going On, $7.50. That's technically the front of it. Let me grab a handful of 45s right quick. Quick timeout. Susie Breedlove gets Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Leslie Holt on Cyndi Lauper. Anthony Miller, you were second on Ozark. We have Shenandoah, The Moon Over Georgia, $9.99. Travis Tritt, Bible Belt. I'm just going to read, like I said. I don't know what maybe is the hit side on these. I'm just going to read whatever is on the front here. Travis Tritt, $9.99. Shania Twain, both $9.99. Alan Jackson, The Angels Cried, Honky Tonk Christmas, $9.99. Randy Travis, Pretty Paper, White Christmas Makes Me Blue, $4.99. Keith Whitley, It Ain't Nothing, and Heartbreak Highway, $24.99. Keith Whitley and Lori Morgan, Till a Tear Becomes a Rose, and Ladies' Choice, $24.99. Keith Whitley, Backbone Job, and Brotherly Love, $24.99. Keith Whitley and Lori Morgan and Ladies' Choice is $24.99. Another Keith Whitley, $24.99. Another Keith Whitley, and Patty Loveless, which is on blue vinyl, Wicked Ways, $19.99, and Alabama Dixieland Delight, $6.99. Okay, so Cyndi Lauper went to Leslie. Tony Boontar was next. Sherry Darnell wants the Alan Jackson that was in here. I'm just grabbing whatever's in this crate. I think I had all these 90s country 45s separated. And that's why I've hit a batch of these. Where's Alan Jackson at for Sherry Darnell? She wants Alan Jackson. And I said $6.99 on Dixieland Delight for Sherry. And what's on the Twain? Which one is that? Oh, Shania Twain. You messed me up with my spelling. This is Home Ain't Where His Heart Is. You Ain't My Love. If you're not in it for love, I'm out of here. And The Woman in Me. If anybody wants a Keith Whitley bundle, I will greatly discount those considerably and sell them all to you. Some of them it looks like we've sold before and people didn't pay for them. And yes. So, okay, let's go through the rest of the albums. What was the name of the fiction album? That was fiction. It was Friction. Friction. Dancing Now, and that was $10. That was Quicksilver Messenger Service, yes. Rage single in the previous crate for $3. What was Rage single? I will try to look for that. Don't let me forget. Matthew Christ on Jefferson Starship for $7. Go ahead and sell that to Matthew. Let me give her a quick price on the Feel Like a Woman. Yeah, that one would probably either A, already be sold, or B, probably be a little bit more pricier. Keith Whitley's Sherry, I'm going to give you a heck of a price. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. 7 of those for $75. And it looks like 3 or 4 of these we've already sold once at $24.99 just a long time ago. They've been in the back. Yeah, see, that got sold back on July 2021. So she said sold. Sell her those for $75. I think I may have more that come up later. Okay, back to the half-off albums. BG's Rare, Precious, and Beautiful, $12.50. Looks like a nice copy, and it's in a, if I can get a hold of it here, looks like it's already an anti-static. Very nice copy. $12.50. It's a Beautiful Day. That's a VG copy for $5. Boz Scaggs, Silk Degrees, has some cover wear. VG copy, also $5. In Vogue, Lies, $7.50. Gene Autry, Back in the Saddle Again, $5. Rich Group first on the BGs. That's sold to Rich Group. The Oak Ridge Boys Together, $5 on the Oak Ridge Boys. Webb Pierce, $5. Love Ain't Never Gonna Be No Better. Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers Greatest Hits, $5. Quicksilver. This is a VG copy for $5 on Quicksilver. VG copy for $5. K.D. Lang, Lifted by Love, $7.50. Is this, no, not what I thought it was. This is 1970 Rock and Roll Revolution, Raparta and the Delrons. This is a VG copy for $7.50. Regina, first on Gene, which is Gene Autry. Leslie Holt, first on K.D. Lang. And Michael Nath on Revolution. That's sold to Michael Nath. Rosington Collins Band, a VG copy for $5. Steve Henry gets this Quicksilver as well. Oak Ridge Boys, Bobby Sue. Oak Ridge Boys, Bobby Sue is $5. That's a near mint copy. Ronnie Millsap, Inside, $5. Yes, Going for the One, VG copy for $5. And Jennifer Rush, Heart Over Mine. Jennifer Rush is $5. Greg Stone on Jan D. That might have been for the Jan and Dean earlier we had. Is that right, Greg Stone? The Jan and Dean right here. Where is that? Is this what you want, Greg? If so, so do you. Stephen Chesney first on the Yes. Burt second, Nigel third, Tony fourth. The Glenn Campbell Good Time album, $5. The Very Best of Country Gold, $5. And Lee Greenwood, Love Will Find Its Way to You, $5. Greg Rogers wants RCB. RCB was our Rosalind Collins Band. Sell that to Greg Rogers. Frankie Valli, The Very Best of Frankie Valli, $5. Bonnie Raitt, Sweet Forgiveness, $5. Bert Jordan wants CG. Almost said Glenn Campbell, but he put CG. So CG was Country Gold. And John Duran was second. Arthur Maldondo first on Frankie Valli. Kevin was second. Anthony Miller first on Bonnie Raitt. Brian was second. And Brent was third. Al Stewart. There's our nightly copy of Al Stewart 24 carats. That's a VG Plus copy for $5. That's in every half off bin every night. Art Garfunkel, scissor cut, $5. There's your nightly Art Garfunkel in the half off bin. Neil Sedaka's greatest hits, and there's usually a Neil Sedaka album. $5. Nicolette Larson, In the Nick of Time, $5 for Nicolette Larson. Maynard Ferguson, High Voltage, $5 for Maynard Ferguson. Donna Summer is now $5. Sylvia, $5. Shelley West, West by West, $5. And Dionne Warwick, $5. Shrink wrap and hop sticker. Yes, we got you down for Jan and Dean. Greg. Bert Jordan wants NS, which was Neil Sedaka. Michael, we've already sold Gene Autry. It was $5, but we've already sold it. Leslie Holt wants Donna Summer. Susie was second. Nigel put DF, NO, DS, DW. So he wanted Donna Summer, I believe. It already got grabbed, but he does get Dionne Warwick. Oh, wait a minute. My bad. That's Rich Group in there, too. Nigel put DF. That was for Donna Summer, and he meant Nicolette Larson. So Nigel still gets Dionne Warwick, and Rich can have, what did he say? Nicolette Larson's. That's still available. That's sold to Rich Group. And Brian Ligon on the Boz Skaggs that's in here. That's sold to Brian Ligon. We have the Rascals, $5. The Dave Clark 5, Satisfied with You. Dave Clark 5, $5. And the Emotions, Come Into Our World. The Emotions, Come Into Our World, $5. Let me read through these titles one more time. Not before I grab a handful of 45s here and see what we have if the country continues. If so, Sherry Darnell is going to be happy. Alabama, $9.99. Faith Hill, $9.99. Toby Keith, Who's Your Daddy, $9.99. Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. That's a good one. $9.99. I know those songs. Clay Walker, Where Were You, $9.99. Alabama, Food on the Table. Alabama, Sad Looking Day. These should be on colored vinyl. These are promos on colored vinyl. That Alabama, The Closer You Get. That's $19.99. Mark Chestnut, $9.99. Pam Tillis, $9.99. Alabama, $9.99. Colin Ray, Faith Hill, and George Strait. George Strait, and that is Love Bug and Just Look at Me, $9.99. Dale Sanders, Bobby Whitlock for $4. Let me find that when I'm going back through them, and I'll pull it for you, Dale. Susie Breedlove wants The Emotions. That's half off to Susie. Claymore wants Walker. That might be in the 45s. Burt Jordan gets Dave Clark 5. Burt Jordan gets Dave Clark 5. Alabama wants, Sherry Darnell. Claymore, let me know what Walker is specifically. And let's pull Sherry Darnell closer right here to Sherry Darnell. Roots for Tony. Give me 1 second. Let me figure out what Walker was. I'm not for sure on that one. We'll see what Clay says. All right, so here's the titles that's left in here. The speeches of FDR and JFK, that was $10. Friction, Dancing Now, is $10. Charlie Daniels, Me and the Boys, was $12.50. Lynn's Farm is $10. Don Williams, $5. Killers 3 soundtrack, $12.50. The Fabulous Late Stiff Dance Club, $12.50. And The Dramatics was $7.50. Clay Walker. I believe that was a 45 in here, not in the bin. Let me see here. Yeah, Clay Walker. That is sold to Clay Moore. Those are, of course, sticker. And there we go. Okay, we have Chic, $7.50. Straub's, Hero and Heroin, $10. Al Stewart, $10. Amy Stewart, $6.50. Country Joe McDonald, Goodbye Blues, $10. Marion Siegel with Silver Jade, $10. The Rhino Brothers, Greatest Flops, $10. Alberta Hunter, $10. Nerds, The Roaches, $7.50. Bobby Whitlock, sell that to Dale Sanders for, what was his offer? Dale, can you remind me on that? I may have to throw a counter offer at you on that one. Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure. Let's sell Burt Jordan, Charlie Daniels for 10. Sell that to Burt Jordan. Quincy Jones Roots, that was sold to Tony Velasquez, I believe. Tony, if that's right, let me know. And if you're a first-time buyer, please make sure you send our page a message. We have to have a message from you with your email address and your mailing address. Your email address and your mailing address, so we can send you an invoice on Monday. Echoes Park soundtrack, $10. It's a Beautiful Day. VG copy for $5. In Vogue is $7.50. And Oak Ridge Boys Together, $5. Webb Pierce, $5. Larry Gatlin, Gatlin Brothers, $5. Oak Ridge Boys, $5. Ronnie Millsap, $5. Jennifer Rush, $5. Glenn Campbell, $5. Lee Greenwood, $5. Al Stewart, $5. Art Garfunkel, $5. Maynard Ferguson, $5. Sylvia, $5. Shelly West, $5. And the Rascals, $5. I think all those in the last part there were all $9.99. Okay, Dale Bobby Whitlock, I would do $8 on that one. I will do $8 on that one if you want to take a chance on it. It is on Capricorn. Tony V wants EV. EV was In Vogue. That's sold to Tony. Rob Long wants RM. RM. Rob Long RM. Okay. Let's figure out what that is. Ronnie Millsap. That's sold to Rob Long. In Vogue's already sold, Leslie. Next was LG Rob Long. LG was Lee Greenwood. That's sold to Rob Long. Randy Davis wants the Don Williams here with the Pozo Seiko Singers. Anthony Lee Greenwood's already sold. Tony, yes, I've already got you, Tony, with In Vogue. The Maynard Ferguson is called High Voltage. It's a direct metal mastering pressing. Burt Jordan gets the Rascals. Make that one. It's $5. We've already, John, we've already sold Charlie Daniels. The Bobby Whitlock was $10 after the half off. It was $10 after the half off. Arthur wants Sylvia. That's sold to Arthur Maldonado. Anthony Miller on the Gatlin Brothers. Angela Leckington on Glenn Campbell. And I'm going to make a bundle deal for anybody who wants these leftover country 45s in 1 second. Brent Rabley, 4 on Maynard Ferguson, sold. And John Ambrosic, 5 on this. Okay, so the other night, these have been here for a couple years. Some of these are marked 2021, or some of them are even marked 2020. They've been here 3 years. So I'm about to count these up, and I'm going to tell a price. And it's going to be a huge bundle, major discount on these country. Most of them are 80s, 90s country 45s, stuff that some of this was probably never on vinyl, like the Faith Hill and some of these Judd songs, or maybe even Reba. So if they are, they're probably tough to get. Let's count them. We have 1, and of course it's all, I can read the artist too, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There's 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. The price is $50. It's the first one who says country lot or country 45s. $50 for those 43. Wholesale pricing, $50. Sold to Brent Rabley. We did another deal like that the other night. Let's balance those right there, Tanner. Those are sold to Brent Rabley for $50. That was a great deal, wasn't it? For probably the retail being like $400 or probably more. And we already sold a bunch of them out there. I'm going to go through the rest tomorrow night. I have a whole nother milk crate here of 90s country 45s. I know somewhere are the rest of the Keith Whitleys that we sold earlier. I see more over here. Billy Ray Cyrus, more George Strait, lots of George Strait actually. Brooks and Dunn. So Burt Jordan was third on that. Sell this to Dale Sanders for $8. Jeff H wants 2 copies of Signals. Is that right? You want 2 copies of Rush Signals at $36.99 each? And here is what's left in this bin. I would love to sell them to y'all. Shelley West, Art Garfunkel, Al Stewart, Jennifer Rush, Oak Ridge Boys, Webb Pierce, Oak Ridge Boys, It's a Beautiful Day, Echo Park, Nerds, Roaches, Alberta Hunter, Rhino Brothers Greatest Hits. They're in the Rush bin. Marion Siegel, Country Joe McDonald, Amy Stewart, Al Stewart, Straubs, Dramatics, Fabulously Late Stiff Dance Club, Killers 3, Lynn's Farn, Friction, and the JFK FDR speeches. With that, we'll be back tomorrow for another show, which is Thursday night. We'll have new vintage arrivals like we did tonight. We'll have new vinyl. At some point, we will do more half off. We will do more half off at during part 2 tomorrow. So James Bragg wants a Tool Lollapalooza. The Beatles 62 to 66. Jesse, give me 30 seconds and let me go pull a couple of them. And I will show you one. I will sell that to you while we're still here live. Let me go do that. Sorry, I forgot to pull those. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Well, I'll tell you the sticker prices we have on these. We have a UK Flag Series number 14 for $74.99. We have a UK Flag Series for $74.99. We have 2 different Apple pressings. One has an Obi Rip for $64.99, and then we have one with one side that's check condition for $64. Now, these are obviously negotiable. I don't know which one you need. I don't know if you have the Apple ones or if you need the UK Flag Series. So I brought both up here. If you have already sold you one of them, if so, let me know what I've already sold you one or make an offer on which one you want. And then I'll take a look at it, make sure it's all there, or I'll tell you what's in there. Before that, we got James Bragg down on Tool Lollapalooza. Boontar Jones wants the Friction for $5. Sell that to Boontar Jones for $5. Friction. Tony, the Oak Ridge Boys was $5. Tony, Oak Ridge Boys was $5 if you want that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's 21 records in there. If anybody wants them for $50, I'll say the last 21 records for $50. Right, Tanner? Last 21 records for $50 if anybody wants that. And Tony says, I'll take both of them. So that's sold to Tony for $5. And I guess there was another one in here. Yeah, $5 for that one as well. And John Duran, you were second. I don't know if Jesse's still with us. He might have got off. Rush box sets. Well, there's a batch coming this week. And that's when hopefully, well, yeah, those are this week, I believe. A blue for 60. Would you take 60 for a British apple? Yes, I will. And then what I plan on doing is I'm going to get all these together for anybody else that wants one. I'm going to try to work on we got 2.5 crates full of Beatles Japanese pressings. And most of them are the blues and reds is what I call them. So let me see the one. I'm assuming you would want better vinyl over the Obi. This one has an OB rip right here and a crease in it, but the vinyl is pristine. So I'm assuming you would rather have this one than the one that has a VG Plus side. So I'm going to mark you down for that one for $60. Thank you. If anybody wants anything else, I'm going to show those. I might even get these together and make some kind of video or post in the group so I can explain those a little bit better. But we have enough. I could sell them to 30 people tonight, but I don't have them ready. So thanks for watching. We got a lot to clean up, a lot to get ready for tomorrow and do this again. So thanks, and we will be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, thanks, and good night.